Welcome to the Avalon in Hollywood, California. I'm Elijah Wood, and MTV is here to bring you an exclusive look at the new Xbox, a console that's about to change digital entertainment forever. Tonight we will learn tricks from pro gamers as they take a look inside the studios of Rare in London. Then we're going 4-on-4 showdown style with some of your favorite celebs and gamers in the ultimate celebrity deathmatch. Also tonight, Sway will take us to the Xbox Design Lab in Seattle and visit with the Pimp My Ride guys to get their take on the Xbox. But tonight, the next Xbox isn't the only thing that looks cool, as we have a special performance from the Killers like you've never seen before. First, let's kick it down to MTV2's Jim Shearer for a look at the phenomenon that is the digital revolution.
Thank you, Elijah. Big moment in the industry that will literally change the face of entertainment. But before we take a step into the future, we have to see how gaming got to this level. Take a look.
Fact, gaming isn't just a hobby, it is a lifestyle. And it started with one word, Pong. And then two more, Atari 2600. By 1980, gaming had become a global phenomenon as Space Invaders and Pac-Man hit arcades all over the planet. When Donkey Kong and Super Mario Bros. Hit, home entertainment would never be the same. By 1998, gaming was a full-on $5.5 billion business. With the new millennium came the next level of gaming as Xbox was introduced and changed the world of video games in 2001. Fast forward to today, where nearly half the globe is playing video games, and all over the world, people are plugging into gaming online. Now we are about to hit another quantum leap in the gaming timeline as the new Xbox becomes a reality.
You guys know how big gaming is.
Man, people
and
getting heated
now
at
the time
Xbox.
has come.
Sorry, guys. We'll go with something a little more classy to close out the stream. I think there might be boobs in this at some point, but I can't promise anything. So I played just the very, very, very beginning of it. Love interview, and even though it doesn't get views that Demo Dish does, I hope y'all keep making it. I know that's not probable, but I hope that's what RT Firsties can do. I guess it could be considered like first only content. I don't know, Oh yeah. So story is, I'm like a mercenary assassin dude. I was paid to come kill this girl, who is already going to be sacrificed for some kind of monster appeasement ceremony. Hold on, let me turn the shit up here. You ever played Dota? A little bit, yeah. Dota and Dota 2. I played Dota 2 a little more. I wanted to get it, and then I got it, and then I quit, because I was like, fuck this. Fuck this. I have a job. I can't hang. The music in this game is so good. Nope. You guys whispering? ASMRing each other? You ever have a video or series you wanted to do on Funhouse, but for one reason or another never happened? No. Most of the things we've wanted to do we have done. But some of the stuff, it's just like it just wasn't worth the time or the effort we put into it, so we haven't done it again. Some stuff like the Reggie interview, the Xbox event we went to and got to talk to Phil Spencer for a little bit. I tried to make that kind of work with the same goofy media we make. But it just didn't hit. Just didn't hit. Nobody watched it. Didn't really take off. So that's something that in the future we probably won't do unless I just put my foot down and I'm like, I don't care that nobody wants this. I'm gonna play my equity and say I'm gonna go do it. I mean, it's kind of like the same with interview, but interviews, the turnaround on it is so fast that it's kind of an easy view get. It doesn't hurt theoretically. There are some people will say like more videos always help, even if they don't hit certain performance cutoffs, but that's actually not true. If you clutter a channel with a bunch of media people don't want to see, they'll stop watching other things they might have wanted to see. So I'd love to see you ramble about a game you care about, whether that be positively or negatively. Shit, man, I do that a lot. But yeah, if I'm like, what happens a lot. Tempering items. Huh. Typically, if I'm like streaming and it's late at night and I'm drunk, I'll play a game I really like, and then I'll just start rambling about how much I love it. That's kind of what I do. What's up, Turbid? Wait, where do you temper things? Oh, whatever. Yeah, I thought the Reggie interview turned out really well, but people just didn't watch it. So I think it's also an issue of, like, how do you convey through title and thumbnail that sort of video to people? I think just kind of people see it and don't know what to make of it, so they just choose not to watch it. Yeah, like Beat Mania. Come right, exactly. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Yeah. Well... Christian Killage, no. I mean, we already know that... Even though you liked that one, you watched it because it was new. If we did them, 10 episodes in, people would stop watching them. Do you like how Rare turned out since being bought by Microsoft? Oh, it's not really the same company. That's okay, though. It's not the same games landscape either. I don't think Rare could release the games that they did that people really like today and have that work. So, you know, they're still an interesting developer. They make interesting games. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. Snow Chronicles? Oh. If you could redo history and turn any FPS into a JRPG, which one would you choose? Man, I don't know. I don't think I go through there. There was probably some prompt right before I saved to tell me where to go, but I don't know what it is or what I'm supposed to do. Was Reggie cool with you guys doing your thing? Yeah, Smoke a Fatty, we, it's good username. Nintendo asked us for, like, video ideas. We sent over a couple, and that's the one that they... Oh, okay. Re-arriving with sales... Yeah, okay. That's where... I guess that's where I need to go. But yeah, we sent over several pitches, and that's the one they approved. So they... That's the one that they approved. So they knew what we were doing. We sent over some sample questions and stuff. And before we started, I talked to Reggie normally and said, hey, this is what we're doing. I apologize in advance. It's going to get kind of weird, but... I mean, he was a huge sport about it, so... Damn it. I don't know what I'm doing. Mike Mick Cobra, this is I Am Setsuna. A 16-bit RPG. Some of the hype around ukulele might prove that wrong. Well, Hoki, so here's the problem with that. Well, they did it the right way, which is bank off people's nostalgia. I would love to know, out of the people who backed it, how many will play it, and how many will finish it. Do I have to go through that thing again? Damn it. That one guy? They do. I think. Adam streams, yeah. You can... I don't know exactly what their Twitch handles are. What were the other ideas? I can't remember. It's in an email somewhere. Did you go through the woods to the shrine? I did. That's where I found Setsuna, but maybe I need to go back. I'll just go back. Fuck it. That's the worst that could happen. Yeah, the Mega 64 stuff. Basically, that's what we ended up doing, which is Mega 64 stuff. I'm gonna turn it up even more. This is kind of a quiet game. No, that's about right. Never mind. Oh, Adam's Twitch is Adam Kovic? How predictable. Gotcha. Oh, penguin. I can't remember what button do you hit to activate super effects? Man, this is the problem with juggling games. I keep forgetting game mechanics. What's up, Sweet Koo? Right trigger? There's a button you hit to, like, make something happen. Fuck. There's, like, a timing element to it. Oh, okay, Eloy. Yeah, I'm glad you like that. That was always kind of the goal of the gameplay, is to give people something to look at in the podcast. But, I don't know. People on the podcast can't play games and talk at the same time, and then they whine about not being able to play games, and it's just like, fuck you. Right, fine. If you want to be a baby, I'll take away your toy. James and Elise need to stream more. Tell them. They've all got a lot going on. Bear in mind, we work 9 to 10 hours a day. And then to go home and, like, be in front of an audience even more is kind of hard to do. What's this game? Daryl? This is like a... Square put this out. It's kind of their throwback RPG. Cool idea. When did you get into anime and all that stuff? Like when I was 14. I had a friend in high school that had some animes on VHS tapes. Let me borrow them. I think very many people finish the games they pay, or at least remember them. Oh. That's... Okay, that's not true at all. Most people do not finish games. And in fact, a lot of people don't even start them. Especially on PC, where they're like really cheap. People just impulse buy games that they never end up playing at all. What's up, Cookie? Cookie? Where the fuck am I going? So yeah, I think Yooka-Laylee is one of those games that people want to exist, but they don't actually want to play it. First anime, Evangelion. They wanna live in 1999 again. Rained, I know nothing about that. That happened so long ago. The other podcast. Okay, I guess I do have to come back here. That's weird. Well, at least we're moving. I'm way more inclined to finish the game on console than PC. Interesting. Is it just the sunk cost that you have to pay? More if you buy a $5 game. You don't mind just putting it down. 220 plus games on Steam, average completion rate of 20%. Yeah, sorry, Daryl. I might be implying it's not 1999. Why are they showing me a flashback to something that happened 5 minutes ago? Even though I was just complaining about not remembering anything. Did you get this on Steam? Yeah, bought it on Steam. I guess it wouldn't be anime unless you had flashbacks to something that happened 10 minutes ago. Are you done thinking? Alright, let's go back. And back again, alright. What? Man, Setsuna is so anime. What's up, Umbriana? Yeah, Zaxby, I understand what you feel like. If you pay like full retail for a game, you're like, I'm gonna fucking enjoy this, I'm gonna finish it, goddammit. Pick up a $2 game at a Steam sale. You're like, well, maybe I'll play it someday. And that day never comes. Wish I remembered what button you have to hit to trigger the... Oh, it's X? It's X, okay. Look at all those kills notifications. I got a Steam achievement and everything. Hey! Have to complete Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 2 since March, haven't touched it yet. Radio Vidya, that's a really good game. Or games, I guess. They are pretty significantly different. I suppose if you take sales into account, then Yooka-Laylee is one of those games that people want because of nostalgia, though I still think collect-em-alls will have a place in the industry. I think they will too. There will always be a crowd of the gaming populace that likes those kind of games. Reina, thank you. I think there's nothing wrong with those games existing and people having fun with them. I just think that if that game came out and it was called Yooka-Laylee and nobody kickstarted it and it was exactly the kind of game that it is, it would not make its money back. I don't think that it would be a profitable thing. Yeah, Last Stand was really good in multiplayer. I played that a little bit. I think Adam from Your Movie 6 would be a fantastic guest on the movie podcast. He was on the last one. We've only done 2, and he's been in half of them. But yes, you're right. Wait. Oh, well, fuck it. Whatever. Plot continue. The story setup seems kind of similar to Final Fantasy X, really. Tragic, kind-hearted girl to be sacrificed and you have to protect her. Do you have to select the language to be Japanese, or is it like that out of the box? It's like that out of the box, which they're probably pretty right for making that a default. What game is in your backlog that you really want to finish? Witcher 3 and Dragon Age Inquisition, kind of the two big ones. Persona 4 Golden. Those are kind of the big ones, because those are also the ones that take the longest. Oh. Oh. Well, too bad. You're mad at yourself? What did you miss? Do you think story-heavy games are good for games? I don't think there's such a thing as good for games. I guess as long as more games exist and more people get to make them, that's good. So I don't think story-heavy factors into it too much. I think there's a section of the gaming audience that really likes story-heavy games, and another section that doesn't. And I think the way the market works, it'll find an even point. It'll balance itself out. The games will... So, like, a game like this, you know, didn't take as much money or as much staff to make as Witcher 3. And it's a certain kind of game for a certain kind of audience. And if this game made money, you can be pretty sure that Square will give... what do they call it? RPG Factory? Will greenlight another game from them. And if it didn't make money, then not enough people wanted it. Yeah, this music is pretty sweet, though. I actually don't know who the composer is. What did you personally think about the No Man's Sky backlash? I mean, yeah, I was a bit too hyped up into that really excuse such an empty game. That's the thing, empty games don't need excusing. You either buy them or you don't. I think it probably didn't sell all that well. Actually, no, wait, it sold pretty well, but the retention was just terrible. No, I didn't finish Deus Ex, Chris. Not yet. I'm getting close, I think. But, cool. Whatever. I think Hello Games is probably going to be a middleware developer. I don't know. We'll see. People saying this game's well, yeah. Pablo Taco Bell. That was kind of the selling point of the game, is that it was similar to Chrono Trigger. That was how it was... People threw that out. I mean, yeah, I guess. The combat system's similar, thematically and story-wise, not really. It doesn't have Mitsuda composing either, so that's kind of a big deal. Composer is Tomoki Miyoshi? I don't know her, I think? Pablo, I don't think I've played it long enough to have impressions yet. It's certainly comfortable. It's very familiar. Which is kind of what I want. That's okay. I think I'd have to get further into it to kind of really get the nuances of it. The writing's pretty good. You know, familiar. Somebody else in chat, and I apologize because this is kind of hearsay, but somebody else in chat mentioned that you don't go to there aren't as many scenarios, like there aren't as many settings in the game, so you're just kind of in this area the whole time, which is kind of a bummer. One of the things I like about RPGs is that they get to, like, represent a kind of globe-trotting journey. Buenos dias? You love me, huh? With sparkle hearts? Well, thank you for that. Oh yeah, Space... Man, Dragon Age 2 was such a letdown. I've never been more disappointed in BioWare. That was not cool. What was the creator of No Man's Sky dreams for the game? Lofty goals or cynical wishes? I think they were lofty goals. I think when he described those features, he genuinely thought that they would be able to put them in the game. And then, as they ran out of time or money or whatever, they had to draw a line and say this is what's going to retail, and we can patch the rest in later. Or keep working on it, as long as we can, like, keep a thriving audience. He definitely should have, Sean Murray specifically, should have been much more clear about the state of the game leading up to its release. Yeah, a little Leonidas, so, yeah, Mass Effect 3 and Dragon Age 2 made me basically lose faith in BioWare completely. I didn't play Inquisition at all for like a year, Because I was like, that company sucks now. But Inquisition was really good. And, I don't know. I was really disappointed by 3 and Dragon Age 2. Then again, I didn't really like Mass Effect 2 much either. I saw the trend. I was like, this is bad. There's roughly 100 billion humans to live on Earth and 7.4 billion standing today. That means we have 13 ghosts or shadows that follow us and are what WTFing at what we are doing. I think they can figure it out. Wait, didn't you like Mass Effect 3? Not really, no. Thank you for the resub, Antonius. I wrote a great new joke for my stand-up. Decided to celebrate it by giving me more money. Thank you! Yeah, Doom 2016 was fucking awesome. I love that game. I need to pick up my Nightmare run. I thought about playing that this stream, but I was in an anime mood, I guess. Biggest gaming letdown? Spore was a bummer. I'll protect you. Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, I'm going. Alright. Biggest gaming letdown. Dragon Age 2 is the biggest one in recent memory, because I really, really liked Origins. And I remember I installed the demo for 2 and I was like, this is trash. This is absolute garbage. You have an opinion about Effect Trilogy not getting a re-release? No, I don't really care. I don't need to play those games ever again. That series also progressed towards trash. 3 was like, I don't know, the furthest away you could get from an actual RPG. It was just like Headshot Simulator. Just put the target on the man and shoot him. Use your space fireball. You're so good. Do you know how good you are, Commander Shepard? You're the goodest. Good chill games? Kind of like this? Well, I mean, there's this. Chill games. That's tough because chill, like, do you mean chill in that it's slow-paced or chill in that there's no challenge? Because to me, Civ is a very chill game, even though it's got a lot going on. Civ 6 is coming up. Yeah. Like, JRPGs always chill me out because it's a lot of reading. It's a lot of, let's see if I can... Okay, cool. So that's kind of that's the Chrono Trigger influence, is that based on the relative position of you and your enemies, you can do skills that team up with other people and might hit more than just your target. So that's kind of a cool mechanic. Oh, sorry, the King Reese. Listen, people can like Mass Effect, that's okay. I don't have a vested interest in making sure everyone knows that their game is bad. Because, to me, that's purely a personal thing. I get that. To me, it was like, to fully explain my dislike of what happened with Mass Effect, and actually what's happening in Fallout, is that it's the trend to simplify, to broaden, to make it so their game is appealing to as many people as possible, which, if you're selling a product, it makes sense. But they removed game elements and complexity that I actually liked. So, Mass Effect 1 was very gear-based, sort of like tactical. It was like shades of Dragon Age Origins, but not quite. 2 less so, 3 absolutely not. There was almost nothing in that game that made it so you had to like think or try. It was just find your piece of cover, hunker down behind it, shoot everything you see, throw a fireball when your cooldowns are down. There was no reason to think. There was no variance in that experience where you as a player could express yourself. You just did the thing they wanted you to do over and over again. Inquisition's a little different. There's actually some freedom there. And then 4, like Fallout 4, kind of the same way. How is your path through that game different than anyone else's? Aside from the 1 or 2 times you pick a dialogue option that actually fucking means something, because most of them don't. The dialogue's dirt simple, so everyone can understand it. Same with Mass Effect 3. There's no, like, challenging thoughts or interesting story points. It's just, they're trying to kill us, Shepard, go shoot them instead and maybe fuck something on your way. Okay, fuck, man, really? I mean, fine. This is like a big-budget Hollywood movie. It's, cover-based shooting is not bad, but then go the Gears of War route and don't present yourself as a JRPG. Leonidas, I agree. The difference is, Gears of War actually had interesting enemies. So they had enemies that could throw grenades under your cover. They had the little, like, lightning centipede that you had to shoot from behind. They had enemies where you had to headshot them, or they would mutate and get, like, they'd, like, Hulk out. Gears actually had interesting combat mechanics and interesting enemy design. Mass 3 was just a bunch of dudes with guns that would run at you and let you kill them. So, yeah, the combat was meaningless, the story was meaningless, the game was meaningless. That's how I feel. And what makes it more tragic is that it came from a game that had ambition. Like, Mass 1 was trying to be this Ridley Scott space epic, with, like, the score and the film grain and all that stuff. I at least appreciated the intention. Even though it moved very slowly, I can appreciate that. But 3 was just fighting and fucking in space. And just garbage dialogue, and oh man. So yeah, that's my rant about why I didn't really care much for that particular game. Wasn't there unique enemies in Mass 3? If there were, I don't remember them. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But whoa! Am I about to get another player character? Or another NPC? They reckon they'll make a sequel to the new Doom. Cookie? I hope so. They're still supporting it. So that's a good sign. But I haven't seen any sales numbers or anything. I guess once 2K, or no wait, sorry, Bethesda has their next conference call, we'll get a little more information about that. Does anyone have a healing skill? Pretty much just healing potions. Can you do the boost thingy after a skill? No, it has to be after an attack? Okay. Oof. But yeah, I hope they make a sequel too. I was kind of hoping that there would be an announcement at E3 or some kind of, like, Doom content, but it didn't work out that way. They announced Quake, so that's cool. I'm kind of surprised Bethesda's willing to take a risk on a game like that. Surely Setsuna has a healing. I would love an Old Blood style expansion for Doom and a true sequel. Yeah, Antonius, that would be fantastic. Old Blood was great. Love that game. And there you go. What do you think the next Rockstar game will be? Red Dead Redemption 2. Did you try throwing the master ball? Not yet. And when? When is tough. Because they can take as long as they want making those games. Which, you know, shows in the quality of their content. I mean, I imagine within the next 2 years, but that's, you know, that's such a broad... broad time range that it barely qualifies as like yeah, no shit. Way to put a fucking fork in it. In the next decade, we might see Red Dead Redemption 2. Did you play more Tokyo Mirage Sessions? I have not, but I really want to. Ali B, yeah, I got your message. I meant to reply to it. A lot of shit going on these days. But yeah, I've been meaning to go back to that one. But yeah, it seems like it's, yeah, like kind of like you said, super long. But that's Atlas. That's first party Atlas dev, so. Okay. I basically play everything first party Atlas because, oh yeah, right. Get fucked. Because they're always really, really good. So yeah, it's like, but I still haven't finished Persona 4. But Tokyo Mirage Sessions is so my kind of game. Like, it's just so weeby and pretty and 80 plus hours on first run through. And that's like not doing side stuff, that's just playing the game. Man. See, it frustrates me because people kind of whine about Come on, Square, make it a classic RPG again. They're there. You just have to find them. There's a shitload of classic RPGs on Steam. Some of the times I think people would rather just reminisce and feel... Oh, found you. Feel like they're missing out than have those things actually exist and play them. Yeah, I love Atlas games too. They're fantastic developers. I think it was like Catherine that really cemented that. Like I was getting super excited for Catherine, and people were like, "Why? Like, what is it about it?" I was like, "It doesn't need a thing. It's made by some of the best developers out there." Oh, that's doing all side stuff. Got about 90% of trophies. Got you. Okay. Was all the side stuff fun? I saved you. 15 does look interesting. That is going to be the biggest anime, and I'm excited for that. I wonder if I can take a day off when that game comes out. That'd be fun. Thing is, I wouldn't ask Nintendo to make another Metroid Prime if there were any other devs doing Metroid Prime-like games. That's a good point. There aren't a whole lot of 3D Metroidvania-style stuff. Recore is coming out soon, though. You know, even though that is kind of Metroid Prime dev talent. There's a lot of 2D games like that, actually, now. Like Momodora and Rabby Ribby, Axiom Verge, like there's a lot of Metroidvanias, they're just not 3D. So I think if you like that kind of game, you can still find it. But it gets a little... You're right, there's not a whole lot of Metroid Prime style games. The first-person shooter, like first-person adventure game, is something that I kind of miss too. It wasn't really ever a strong genre at all. People didn't seem to react to it all that well. I guess Mad Max? Dishonored? Deus Ex? Kind of in that vein? Actually, yeah, Mankind Divided is kind of the same deal. It's not quite as solemn. That's the thing that I really remember about Prime, is you did feel like you were on an alien planet all alone, kind of uncovering it at your own pace. Pretty fun collecting costumes instead of ranking up all the performance skills. What does ranking up those skills get you? I guess, you know, if I ever get around to actually playing the damn game, I'll be able to figure it out. Oh, that's what they meant by tempering. Okay. I do kind of like the little 16-bit pictures that they have up there. That's cute. Bloodstained looks really good. Man, Bloodstained looks pretty as hell. That's pretty impressive. 15 will be the first game I play with half the game being open world and other half linear. Pretty excited about that. Yeah, Eloy. 13 was kind of the same deal. There was a long linear tutorial process. Oh man, Legend of Dragoon, David? That's a classic. I haven't played that since high school. Damn. I really like that game though. Really appreciate a remaster. That'd be nice. I don't know. I wonder if that's even a kind of game people would play now. I really always liked RPGs with a rhythm element in the combat. So like Mother 3 and Super Mario RPG were pretty cool. Oh, you can rank up to level 20 and unlock high-level abilities for each rank you get. Oh, okay, cool. We move. Party trailing after me. Favorite SNES game? Blissfully Unaware, probably Earthbound. I just have such strong memories and feelings for that game. It was the first game I played that had like writing that I thought was great and funny. Sweet. What's the first big title game that you waited in a huge line to get your hands on the day? Gosh, that's a good question. StarCraft 2? Maybe? So I worked at a GameStop when I was in college. And before that, there weren't really lines. So I was kind of in a magical intersection of things where I didn't end up having to wait for a lot of stuff. When I worked at a GameStop, I would, like, work the launches and I would work the line. But then, after we closed, I would buy it myself and go home. So wasn't technically waiting, even though I was there the whole time. I don't know. Weird situation. For me, it was mostly like just finding a store that had the thing I wanted, and then there was never a line. So like pre-GameCube era, gaming wasn't so popular that people would line up at places overnight. I remember seeing pictures of that stuff from Japan, like GameSpot.com. They'd post like pictures from the new Dragon Quest launch, and I'd see people lining up for days and all that shit. Earthbound was so ahead of its time. It really was. Yeah, it goes for like $100. There's kind of a huge fan cult community around that game. But there was definitely a lot. There was definitely a lot to Earthbound that even other games haven't really done yet. It did so much with soundtrack. It has score sounds in it that no other Super Nintendo game has ever used. And like, one of the things that I love about it is, so it's text-based obviously, but they will use the text to like do comedic timing. They'll have like pauses and breaks in the text to kind of represent the meter at which people talk, as opposed to a game like this where it's just like all the way straight like a typewriter. So like it would be "he'll be fine" and then the text would stop. It's just a small fray. And I was like, that's so cool. What a great way to have it like play in my head. And there were like timing jokes that they got off with in that game that no other game could actually do. I don't know. Like Undertale. Exactly like Undertale. There's a lot of... I mean, people make the comparisons between Earthbound and Undertale. And Undertale does a lot of that stuff. And I think accordingly. I loved it. I also thought the writing was about on par. 7 is 20 years old, but its remake will be next year. Yeah. That's wild. Man, what is that gonna look like? But yeah, I got this game on Steam, and I have a Steam link, so I can actually just play it over there, and like crystal clear resolution, and bought it for like $10 and all this stuff. Steam Link is fucking awesome, but it's also really quirky. It works perfectly some of the time. And then sometimes you like launch a game and the cursor will be there, so you gotta walk over to your computer and slap it out of the way and then go back and keep playing. What I wish... So, the other problem with Steam Link... Technically this is a problem with Microsoft, but if you buy a game on the Windows Store, Steam can't stream it, because it's not an executable. There's a way to make a batch file that launches it, and then you can run that through Steam, but I wish you could stream Windows Store games to an Xbox. You can do it in reverse. You can stream Xbox to a PC, but... How did you get a Steam Link for $10? No. Sorry, I bought the game for $10, and I got a Steam Link for, what, $50, I think? I did play .hack. I didn't get very far, Sasuke, but I did start the first one. I liked the idea of it. I thought... I like games that have game elements in them. Kind of like getting text messages and stuff in Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I like things that try to incorporate real life behavior in a game and reflect that, or like getting text messages in Catherine. Well, yeah, and Super Slight Gaming, they're not promoting Final Fantasy VII because it doesn't exist yet. There's nothing to promote. Yeah, blissfully unaware, it's been a plan of mine to play the Mother series on stream. I started Mother 1 forever ago. And I've got, well, I call it Earthbound Beginnings or whatever on Wii U. I intend to finish it, and then play Mother 2 and then Mother 3 someday. Let's see. Yeah, Pablo Taco Bell. It's that mouse cursor thing is just kind of a recurring issue. Of course, you have a gregarious swordman. Knitter? Nah, we good. Thoughts on how they're revamping 7? I don't have many because I haven't seen anything yet. I think what they're doing now is appropriate. They're saying it'll be the same but different, which is I think what people want. The problem is, kind of like Ellie, what you were saying, I'm worried it's going to ruin my love of this game, which was my very first RPG. I think a lot of people are in the same boat as you. The problem is, They want to feel like they're playing an RPG for the first time again. Which isn't that kind of why people ask for that? And isn't that kind of impossible? I don't know. I empathize with Square. And I'm surprised that they actually are doing it. So, I don't know what to think yet. I know that I like the set. There's that vid of gameplay of 7? What? They released gameplay of a remake? Are you sure it was gameplay? May have been a mock-up? I don't know. I'll have to check that out. Nadir? Yeah, that's probably closer. Highly recommend the .hack GU trilogy. Still the best RPGs in game. Really, Sasuke? Why is that? Or rather, why do you like them so much? Kala, what is going on in Discord? So, wait, you guys have just moved Dad Talk to the Discord? Instead of putting it in Twitch chat? I would say that Supergiant did something like that pretty well with Bastion and then Transistor. Yeah. Actually, Transistor reminded me a lot of, what is it, Parasite Eve? Which I actually enjoyed back in the day. I never finished Transistor, though. I need to do that. I played the shit out of Bastion. I got all the achievables. As what one of my favorite authors says, you can only read a book for the first time once. Yeah, B-Sox Mark II. Oh man, I hope the audience comes to that realization, and I know they won't. So what's going to happen is the 7 remake will come out, people won't like it, but they won't know why. And they'll come up with weird reasons, like, oh, the graphics aren't good, or, eh. This thing from E3. Yeah, I didn't like Parasite Eve 2 very much. Gameplay teaser. Just see a bunch of people crying. There's no gameplay here. Okay, he's... Oh, right. Of him running around Midgard. Midgar. That's still not gameplay. I don't know. Okay. Never mind. There's a menu there. Oh, interesting. How did I not... Maybe I was too drunk when this happened. Interesting. Okay. I stand corrected. I didn't know they were this far in it. Looks kind of like Kingdom Hearts, huh? I don't know. I think unless they brush up the story, like so let's theorize here. The story characters and especially combat were tremendous. I still crave RPG combat of those games so much. Plus some of the best anime voice actors. Oh, okay. Maybe I can check it out. I've got a... Wait, is it on PlayStation Now or anything? Is it playable? Because I've got a PlayStation 2 and I could download the ROM and load it up because I've got an HD loader on that thing. They didn't say another thing about 7? 7 is being released in episodes? Yes. And they said that the episodes are going to be different as well in terms of gameplay, so I don't know. I think that what's going to happen is people will play it again. They'll figure out the story wasn't that good. I mean, it had its twist and it had some cool moments, but it was kind of a weird story. Didn't really add up. So either they're going to rewrite it, and the people will get mad about that. I think their best shot is to... What's up, Yoshi? My controller or keyboard guy, I'm either depending on what game I'm playing. I think some games work better for certain things. Mostly controller these days, because it seems like most games are developed around controller, but yeah, so what I anticipate will happen is people will come up with a bunch of weird explanations of why the remake is bad. Oh, the story's worse than it used to be. I think they'll have to, like, rewrite a good number of elements of the story. Hopefully they'll brush them up a little bit, make them a little more pertinent. I don't know what that is, but it's good that I did that, I think. I did it. ROMs are the original PS2 copies. Okay, I'll figure it out. If I have time. Never gonna play 7 because I never played it because I was small and my brothers never play it. If I feel play it now, I'll know too much because of how cult hit it is. Yeah, Silent, I can understand that. What the fuck? Is that a seat? What is going on with that thing? It's got little legs. Oh, it moved. Ah! Angry little penguin.
油断しないでね。
やるぞ。
戦いの流れを作る。
Oh, I thought it was gonna hit everything. Okay, it's only after the main character. Oh, that's kind of a bummer.
やるわね。
I don't know. I can see how it'd be hard to separate the game itself from
できる。
the expectations.
よし。
はい。
Seven might be weird because of voice acting. Yeah, Barrett kind of was just Mr. T. He was just an angry black man most of the time. He said swears though.
時間が欲しい。先を急ぐ。
I liked Seven a lot, but I think Seven's biggest successes were its soundtrack and its world design, specifically Midgar. The like running around the world stuff, Cosmo Canyon was kind of cool, but really, what was after that? Labyrinth of the Ancients was okay, but not the thing that people remember. I don't know, there was a lot of not cyberpunk, which I think is what people resonated with, and it was also kind of, that was just the thing at the time. I think thematically it was in the right place at the right time. Stop blowing up, shit, that hurts. I did see Advent Children, I actually really liked it. I thought it, well, it was mostly like it had sweet action scenes. I was into. Talisman, is that what this is? Sprite Knight? Oh, it is a weapon, okay. 7 Remake has an updated engine and graphics, as well as the 15 Devil May Cry content. Yeah, I think that's the best shot they have. Will you ever stream a SNES game like Secret of Mana? I have before, Resonator. I think I did. Secret of Mana. I beat that pretty recently, like a year or two ago. So I'm not in a hurry to play that one again, but I do love Super Nintendo games. Idiot.
やるぞ。
いけるよ。はい。
Gilgamesh, better than Gilgamesh. They added Gilgamesh to 14. Those fights are pretty awesome. Yeah, Final Fantasy VI is my favorite too, blissfully unaware. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, excuse me. I feel like you guys are kind of getting the vibe of this game. It's pretty comfy gaming. It's not too hard. At least not yet. Maybe it will get that way. It's got great music. Critical hit rate support bonus. What's a support bonus? Sure. You wear that. Wait, is it? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Oh, wasn't that 6 is on mobile crashes constantly? Yeah. And like the graphical refresh is a little weird too. I got used to it, but it was kind of strange to begin with. I want to kill one of these. They keep blowing themselves up. Stop it. Damn. Oi. Maybe there's some technique involved in not standing next to them when they do that, but I have no idea what that would be. Sorting stuff out. I did play Ni no Kuni. I didn't finish it, though. It's one of those, I wonder if anybody actually did finish it. That's right, I remember Phil Kohler at Kotaku finished it. He actually reviewed it. And at the time he tweeted out like, yeah, it's a good game, but fuck is it long. And at the time he was like, gosh, I wonder if anyone's actually going to finish this. I certainly didn't. I still got it installed on my PS3. I hold on to the hope that someday I'll just go back and have all the time in the world to wrap it up, but I'm not holding my breath. Sephiroth is a good person turned bad, which is one of the more compelling villains. Yeah, you're right. Well, I guess he went crazy, right? Genova cells or whatever. He was a pretty good villain, I gotta admit. It was kind of neat because that was like games kind of understanding pacing. They let you see him they let you see him crazy and then not crazy, and then you got to kind of see it happen, which was neat. What's up, Endure Remy? So there was no reason for me to go over there, aside from experience and items. Which is a good enough reason for me. 6 out of 10, too much snow. Not enough Setsuna. And Sephiroth had a great theme song, that's absolutely true. Whew. Alright guys, I'm hungry. I'm gonna cook dinner. I think that's it for the stream today. Thank you guys for watching. And enduring my video game ramblings. Man, almost streaming for 5 hours. Oh, yeah, I gotta go do something else. I guess I already did a lot of chores, but I'll, maybe I can finish up Deus Ex tonight. We'll see. But thank you guys for watching. This is random Christian Slater in Discord. You guys on Dad Talk still? Christian Slater is like a pretty good dad now. He aged into it well. But, yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. I guess I'll see you Tuesday. I got some pretty normal weeks coming up. Sorry, wait. Tuesday might be a concert. Well, we'll see. I got some pretty normal weeks coming up, not a lot of travel. Let's Play Live New York is the next big one. So, yeah, it should be pretty normal sailing. Oh yeah, I've got to do a lot of thumbnails and stuff for the YouTube channel too, so. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching again, and have a good week. Keep safe out there.
I give you the future of gaming.
WrestleMania. This is the ultimate wrestling game. If you know about each wrestler's specialties, you'll be a formidable opponent in the ring. This is the hottest game of the year, as far as Skip Rogers is concerned. You get to be any wrestler you want. I'm Hulk in this round. Here's a flying drop kick. Those things flying by give you extra energy. Ooh, here's a body slam, the best move you can use. If you practice, you can climb the ropes for a flying kick. Andre's specialty is the body slam. Watch out for the backhand maneuvers. You can do the barge best if you start when the other guy is down. Wait until their energy is gone, then go for the pin. This time, I'll be Ted DiBiase, going up against the Macho Man. Ted kicks just like Hulk Hogan. His elbow smash is also devastating. Nothing gets the crowd like jumping off the ropes. Here's a body slam. Try to use combination hits, like coming off the ropes with a knee to the face, followed by an elbow or two. Finally, go for the pin.
And I did. And I stayed with him. I was happy with him. Then I got lonesome. I got to missing Jonathan, and I didn't know what to do. I wanted to be with him, and I wanted to be with him, too. It's like I can't be two people. I can't be in two places.
This whole situation is, you know, absurd, but I'm really concerned of the children, and not just the 3 children that Shirley has, but also Jonathan, because I don't think that he's a man. I mean, he's an adolescent, he's a teenager, and he should be doing things with girls his own age and dating and going to dances and things like that. I mean, I think that, you know, he needs to be with people his own age, not with a woman. He's not an adult. He's not a consenting adult. And I just think that, you know...
What would you say to that, Jonathan?
Well, I have been going to dances before I even met her. And I would go pick them up because I had my own car.
You had a car when you were 11 years old, did you not?
10.
10.
I didn't.
So, in the tradition of the Old South, young men were expected to be men before perhaps was the case in other regional cultures of the country. Maybe that's the way to try and begin to understand this.
I guess.
Seems to come earlier than in most places.
What is it?
Seems to come earlier in a point of life than in most places.
Shirley, you really look great. Considering your age, can I ask you if you've had any kind of aesthetic surgery?
Do what?
Have you ever had plastic surgery?
No, I've never had it.
Yes.
I think that if they really love each other, they should at least wait a little bit, because 14 is a little bit too young. And if you wait till he's 21, you could get a job. And if they still love each other at that time, get married later, and then your kids will be older too. And that's a little more responsible. You have a little more life yourself.
Yes.
I think what is done, and you really can't dwell on the past, and that somehow all of you got to work together to try to make your children's lives a little better.
Yes.
Yes, I was wondering, at 10, could you reach the wheel of the car? And wouldn't you rather have 2 girls at 22 each than one at 44?
There you go. Have I reached the wheel? How do I reach the wheel?
Little piggy guy, little piggy.